Hello friends, this is Futuristic World.
For latest technical news and robotic related videos, subscribe the Futuristic World. So what to expect at MWC 2018? Mobile World Congress 2018 promises to deliver the latest and greatest in mobile technology, and it is just over a month away. While the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas generates headlines around everything from televisions to autonomous vehicles, Barcelona's Mobile World Congress event is the hub for everything happening in the mobile world, with numerous smartphone launches expected as well as significant updates around the future of 5G networks. MWC is held annually in Barcelona, with the 2018 edition set to officially run from 26 February 2018 through 1 March 2018. Let's see what is expected from the various mobile companies. Samsung has long used MWC as the staging ground for launching its flagship Galaxy S range of handsets. Although the issues surrounding the Note 7 meant that 2017 was the rare exception, with the Korean technology giant instead opting to launch the Samsung Galaxy Book and Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 instead. Still, this year we are primed for the launch of Samsung Galaxy S9, with Samsung confirming plans to launch the new range in February, coinciding neatly with MWC timing. Samsung has played its S9 cards pretty close, although there is more than a few features that are essentially confirmed. Expect a mix of either Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 or Samsung's own Exynos 9810. Other rumors features include possibly under-glass fingerprint sensors, possibly modular accessories, and dual cameras with the distinct possibility of 1000 fps slow motion, similar to the functionality already found in Sony's Xperia XZ Premium, announced back at MWC 2017. It's also possible that Samsung may continue to test its Galaxy X line of foldable smartphones that it suggested will launch in 2018, although it is much less likely we will get a real feel for when those handsets might hit the market at MWC 2018. Sony was notably first of the bunch to announce the Snapdragon 835 based handset at MWC 2017 in the form of Sony Xperia XZ Premium. In 2018, it is expected that Sony will follow up the handset with what is now expected to be called a Sony Xperia XZ Pro. Early leaks suggest that the Xperia XZ Pro will feature a 5.7-inch bezel-free OLED display running on Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 processor with 6GB of RAM and dual camera at the rear, marking the first time Sony's gone down the dual camera path. Huawei tends to roll out impressive launches at MWC, with the 2017 event seeing the launch of the fashion-forward Huawei P10 and P10 Plus handsets. With the Huawei Mate 10 and Mate 10 Pro already well and truly on the market, it's most likely that we will see successor devices to the range announced at MWC 2018. There is some speculation that Huawei may ramp up the branding for its new smaller flagships, skipping all the way to the Huawei P20, but this is far from the confirmed. What is rumored from the new P-series Huawei phones is a big step up in camera smarts, with the possible triple lens array at the rear and hefty 24MP front selfie camera. Huawei has talked up possibilities for the neural processing unit found in the Mate 10, and at the very least we expect to see the same capabilities and indeed the same Kirin 970 CPU ported across the P-series in 2018. It is also quite likely that Huawei will use MWC to show off the latest iteration of its Huawei Watch wearable rank. Nokia. The reborn Nokia caused shockwaves at MWC 2017 in the most unusual way, by dint of relaunching the iconic Nokia 3310 as a simple feature phone, alongside the more budget-centric but standard Nokia 3, Nokia 5 and Nokia 6. But later follow up with the more premium Nokia 8, and more recently announced a refresh for the Nokia 6 in China that we will probably see go global at MWC 2018. where the real excitement for Nokia is more likely to lie will be in the reveal of what's being pegged as the Nokia 9, an all-new flagship set to take on the big player in the premium space. The refreshed Nokia has largely focused on providing value handsets rather than flagships that truly impress, with the boathy concept on the Nokia 8 ultimately feeling a little underwhelming, but it is not to be discounted. We will cover everything that Nokia has to announce at MWC 2018. HTC. Taiwan's HTC had an interesting 2017, launching the first flagship of the year in the HTC U Ultra, providing what ended up being the blueprint for the Google Pixel 2 with the HTC U11. It does have a few announced for handsets of 2018, most notably the HTC U11 Eyes and HTC U11 variant, the twin front selfie cameras that is currently set for the Chinese market. Only that could appear at MWC. However, HTC's release schedule can often be quite different to that of its rivals, so it is feasible, although unlikely that it could just trot out the HTC U12 at MWC, although that is not the way we had been right now. Oppo. Chinese manufacturer Oppo used its 2017 MWC appearance not to launch a phone, but instead the technology behind 5x optical zoom lenses, which is promised it would incorporate into future phones. 2017 so Oppo releases a number of phones, including its flagship Oppo R11 handset, but none of them had a 5x optical zoom. It is largely got the Oppo R11s waiting in the wings in terms of flagship. So beyond releasing the handset with the 5x original zoom and the most likely a color OS refresh to bring its handset even further in line with its iOS mimicking position, it is tricky to say precisely what Oppo will announce this year. However, with its rapid growth outside its home Chinese market, it is unlikely to stay quiet. Motorola. Motorola's positioning in the budget to mid-range space has only solidified in recent years, and from what's already rumored for MWC 2018, it might just be the phone manufacturer that launches the largest number of individual models. Specifically, it's expected that we will see updates to the Motorola's Moto E, Moto G, Moto X and Moto Z lines at MWC 2018. While the E, G and X lines play in the budget to mid-range spaces, the Moto Z is Motorola's flagship line. We have seen a fresh Moto Z handset to play with. Motorola's key pitch is Moto Z line lies in the Moto modes that you can modify them with, such as the recently reviewed gamepad mode. There have been some pretty weird rumors and around possible Moto modes with MWC 2018, up to and including a mode designed to switch the Moto Z lines from 4G to 5G. That's a touch fanciful for the 2018 launch given the ongoing testing of 5G networks worldwide. But there is still plenty of scope in the modes concept for Motorola to innovate. BlackBerry. Like Nokia, BlackBerry came roaring back into focus at MWC 2017 in the form of the BlackBerry Key 1 handset. We saw both the revised and updated BlackBerry Key 1 Black Edition, but not the full touchscreen BlackBerry Motion handset. BlackBerry has stated that it will release at least 2 phones in 2018, but it hasn't said much more beyond that, which leaves its precise status at MWC 2018 rather up in the air. It's also a question for whether the current hardware and software plans coincide in the time for the big show. We will have to wait and see. Xiaomi may launch the Snapdragon 845 powered Mi7 at MWC 2018. CEO Li Jun recently announced that the Xiaomi Mi7 would spot Qualcomm new chip. Mr. Jun didn't reveal details about the phone or its launch time frame, unfortunately, but the official webpage for Mobile World Congress 2018 lists Xiaomi as an exhibitor, which leads credence to rumors the company will unveil the Mi7 in late February. The Xiaomi Mi7 is the successor of the Mi6, which had a Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 system on chip, a 5.1-inch Full HD display, 6GB of RAM, with 64 to 128 GB of storage, a dual camera consisting of two 12MP sensors and 3350 mAh battery. Apart from the Snapdragon 845, much not is known about the Xiaomi Mi 7. Rumors suggest it will have a 6-inch 18:9 aspect ratio display, which seems likely considering Xiaomi launched budget phones last year with 18:9 screen. It's also said to support wireless charging and facial authentication. Thank you for watching this video. In comment what you expect this year at MWC 2018. For more tech news, don't forget to subscribe to the Futuristic World. Have a good day.